So now I'm going to talk probably 30 seconds to make sure that everyone really understands what we really try to do, okay? I mean, the math is really complicated. I don't even understand half the time what Jan talks about. So I'm just going to make it very simple, right? Let's say you're opening a store. You're like Target, you're like Walmart. You want to sell stuff. And all you have is all the credit card transactions made by 100 million people. What would you do? You first look at the history. What are they looking at? What are they purchasing, right? How much did they spend? And then just based on the data, there's a lot of stuff that you can actually deduce. You can find something called similarity. If you find the similarity between two users, you know kind of what they might buy. If the guy is buying a lawnmower, you don't really want to send him something for a mixer or a grinder, right? It's pointless. But if he's buying a lot of suits, like me, I buy suits sometimes, you can actually send me brochures. Brooks Brothers, please come. Buy one, get one free, right? That's what we try to do at Comcast scale. Comcast, I think everyone knows Comcast here. If anyone doesn't know, please feel free to Google us. So we have over 35 million active customers with multiple boxes and whatnot. We have Xfinity Home, we have security devices and everything. But just looking at the user data, we were able to understand a lot of stuff. But in this specific case, what Jan and I targeted was, let's try to sell more movies to people so that we get more money. It's all about dollars, right? So what we did first was, we built the whole system in Hadoop. We are really, really good in Hadoop, and we have hundreds of nodes on Hadoop. So we did everything, and it's in production right now. If you go to Xfinity Services, that's exactly what you're going to see. But we wanted to do something more real-time-ish. We didn't really want to wait like 6 hours or 8 hours or 12 hours, right? We really don't want to do that. At that point, we started thinking about real-time. We went into many, many other technologies. We tried the Storm, we tried anything that anyone gave us. Of course, we started with RabbitMQ, we moved to Kafka. We used everything. Now we are kind of experimenting on Kite, which has a lot of promise too. But then we landed on Spark, and Spark is amazing. I mean, this is I'm not showing you the entire code which can compile, but this is like really, really, really simple. All you do is like do sc.text file, you load it. The file could be anything, right? That's file. But there are some instructions you need to follow that you can just Google and find out what the format should be. There's a specific format it likes. So you just need to make sure some rules are followed. But other than that, this is actually that easy. The ALS.train implicit, if you see that line, that is actually one call. That's ALS module offered by Spark, MLlib. We didn't really invent that. We just gave it the ratings. The ratings are simply customer, he bought a jeans, like the customer, he watched this movie. And if you think about 35 million columns, or rows, let's say rows, who can watch probably 100,000 movies, you have a matrix of 35 million by 100,000. So as you know, you cannot really compute that much unless you are in NSA, where they have some secret supercomputers. But since we're Comcast, we're not that big yet. So what we decided was, let's do more research into it. And Jan, unfortunately, I mean, he has